what you're looking at here, I've got two reports, my sales and profits report and also my inventory report. And I'd like to add that or append that to the end of my other report here. So whenever you're inserting one report into another, you're adding a subreport. And since I'm inserting the inventory into this report, it's going to be the subreport to this report. Now typically whenever you insert a report into another, it's added to the end of that report. So it's going to be at the end of this report. So to go ahead and add one report into another, a subreport, go ahead and right click in a blank area, go to the design view, and there it is, the report footer. That's where I want to add it because that's the end of the report. As opposed to the report header, you got the sales and profits title printed on the first page, and then you have, however many pages. It's only on the first page at the heading of the report, and this is at the end of the report footer. So to go ahead and insert that report inventory at the end of this report, come up here on the design tab to the controls group, click on the more button, and there it is right there, subform subreport. Now if I was in a form, we would be inserting it as a subform. Well, not that other report, but inserting one form into another. But since I'm working with reports, you see that slash, it's now dealing with subreports. Go ahead and click on it. Come down here, and let me go ahead and scroll down just a bit. I got some extra space, and I'll click right there. So the first question it asks is, okay, what would you like to use for your subform or subreport? Well, again, we're dealing with reports. So I want to go ahead and use an existing report, and it's going to be inventory. Select it, click next. Now you'll notice here in the next question it says, would you like to define which fields link your main form to this subform? Well, we're in reports, so you know what? It doesn't matter here. If I scroll down to the bottom, I can choose none and just click next, and that's it. Well, except to go ahead and name this, we can call it our sub inventory. Click finish, and it kind of stretches the report out a bit width-wise, doesn't it? So if I need to rein it in, come over to the right hand side, just over to the right hand side of the grid till your pointer turns into arrows pointing in opposite directions. Then click and drag the grid out just a bit so I can see the edge of my box for this sub report. Hover over the middle handle till your pointer turns into arrows pointing in opposite directions. Then click and drag that in. Because boy, if I have this out too far, it's going to be breaking on other pages, cutting it off. And no, we want to make sure that the page width is about an 8.5 here. And then come over here, hover over the grid again to click and drag and pull it in. I think that ought to be okay, but let's take a look at it. Let me go ahead and right click and go to the report view, and then we want to go to the end of the report, or click and drag this all the way down to the bottom, and there we go. Or better yet, let's go to the print preview, because what you see there is what's going to come out of your printer. I mean, it pretty much looks the same here. I don't think there's going to be any different, but nonetheless, that's what the print preview's for. Come down here in the navigation bar, click on the last page, and it's on the last page. If I go to the previous page, before that, it's not cutting it off, but it actually puts that sub report on inventory on the last page. Nice thing about that is if I have two separate reports and I have a meeting and I always need to print these off together, well, go ahead and do it once and then pull it in. That way you don't have to open them up and print them off separately. Thanks for watching. Hey, as a quick reminder, if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. You can also click on me and subscribe to my channel to get notified of the latest videos. And for great specials on my products, please see the description below this video.